Stream time. It's me. Different self-docs this time. There we go. Good luck. There. So, I'm going to be continuing my challenge I was doing last time, where I am only allowed to go out once per season, or go inside rather, once per season, not including my own house and stuff on my farm. Bad at starting streams still, so I'm just playing. I'm not playing about the challenge though, I'm playing the game with the challenge. I still use a controller for this, so yeah. I apologize, by the way, last time I did this, I know that there was some type of silly little fluke with my mic, so I apologize for that. I think that the problem is fixed, and I think I realized what the problem was, so yeah, I'm hoping that doesn't happen again. I will try to keep a closer eye on my mic and when it is picking up and stuff, so yeah, I don't want that to happen again. Mic was bad. Bad mic. Greetings, it is I, the Queen of Sauce, here to teach you a new mouth-watering recipe from my secret cookbook. This week's dish? Stir fry. My favorite. My favorite recipe in the whole game. Because, she loves repeating this one in reruns. Oh, it's Clinton time. Okay, hi. See ya. Hi, bye. I notice that you've been breaking some rocks open and finding ore. That's good. If you want to get the most out of the ores you find, you'll need a furnace. Just so happens I had an extra set of blueprints from Clint lying around. Here, I want you to have them. Clint messed up the line, not me. He's socially awkward. I'm a perfect star when it comes to social interactions. The furnace allows you to smelt metal bars. The bars can be used for crafting, construction, and tool upgrades. I don't know why I'm reading this. If anyone is watching a challenge over this game, they probably already know much about this game, would be my guess. If a self-imposed challenge is the very first Stardew video you're watching ever and you need explanation, then my sincerest apologies that this is the very first exposure. You could be watching such better people playing actual Stardew instead of torturing themselves with only going inside once a month. So, yeah. I made it awkward for myself if you are watching and this is your first time watching Stardew ever, but at the same time, better people, which is basically everyone else that plays this, they're all beautiful. And you're beautiful if you're watching. You're even beautiful if you're not watching. And you just happen to hear this voice. Which, again, sorry if you do hear this voice, but I'm going for it. I'm gunning it. Full Stardew mode. So, yes. To re-establish the rules here, self-imposed, I have already gone inside this month. So basically, here I'll use the mouse so you can see where I'm pointing to, but here, we're only on the 7th, which, oh, that's brutal. I kind of thought we were a little further in the month. But, yeah, until this is a new month here, cannot go inside anymore unless it's in my house or in a building that I have made on my farm, which isn't even a possibility that I make another building, because, yeah, in order to do that, I have to go inside of Robin's place. So, fun. I'm just one of those stray cats you see all the time. Except a plant. I'm a stray plant. So yeah, aside from that, I can also go into the mines, which is probably what I'm gonna be burning a lot of this stream's time on, and the cave on my farm as well, which, of course that technically counts as on my farm. But I was about to instinctually go to the general store and I can't even do that. Uh, but yeah, the mines are technically not inside because they're not a building. I'm not counting that, and only doing that once a month would be even more dull than this stream, I'm sure, will be in this whole entire playthrough, really. But yeah, just self-imposed challenges for fun because I've played this a million times and wanted to kind of challenge myself. My main moneymakers thus far have been fishing and going to be mining, but I haven't gotten around to that quite yet. I think that's actually what I'm about to do. Got the first backpack upgrade and cannot get the second until summer because I have to go inside for that. So that's fun. Oh, wait. Actually, there's something else I'm going to do first. It's Sunday in the game, so I need to go to the traveling merchant. See if she has some seeds, maybe. Because that's kind of a form of passive income, and I could definitely use that. All other income is pretty active, so gonna waltz on over here. I have enough for at least a rare seed, and if she's selling something that's better, I'll do it. But oh, tomato seeds is I could do both actually because that's only 200. Oh, the saplings have kind of a hit or miss ratio there. Sometimes they're more expensive and sometimes they're less expensive than in the shops, so. But, since I can't go in the shops, they banned plants in the shops. Living plants, anyway, like me. I'm gonna get that for sure, because it's gonna be a while before I actually see any income from that, but it's gonna be massive once it actually hits, so. Basically a necessity, really. It's gonna be a life changer. Basically winning the lottery, except an active lottery where I have to grow the money. Okay, either tomato seeds or... Actually, wait. Hops was the other one. Yeah. I want to do this because it's one of those things that can grow multiple times. Or make multiple harvests. So, very important for me. And if I was thinking the first time I went into Pierre's this month, first and only time, I probably would have gotten something like that. But, oh, I do actually have a plan now. Because we have the flower dance. I think that's the one that sells the strawberry seeds, and I can get those, and that'll give me at least a couple of harvests. So, that would be good. Almost OP even for what I'm doing, but I need to make sure to save up enough money. The issue is making that money. Oh, and yeah, I should put these in the... I should put the rare seed in storage for now, and I should plant this hop right away. Again, if I had a brain. In The Wizard of Oz, the Scarecrow is my spirit character in that because, yeah. It's out of season, that's right, it's a summer crop. Oh, well, never mind. It'll come in handy in the future, but... Oh, that's not good. Not quite what I wanted out of this. I'll also... Whoops, not that. I'll also, store my fishing rod for now, because I won't need it in the mines. And this is going to be a little different for me as well, the mines thing. Because when I play single player, just like on my own time and all that, if I die in the mines, I usually just reset the day. I'm not going to do that here because, that would be really stupid and kind of lame to watch, really. So, yeah, I'm high risk here. This is my major money maker, and not like one life hardcore type of rules or anything, but if I die and I lose stuff, that's gonna definitely set me back, especially if I get some really good stuff down here. Yeah, sorry, Marlin. I almost called him Marnie. He likes Marnie. Their names are similar. I'd ship them, but I don't ship many characters and stuff. They'd be adorable though. I forgot my pickaxe. I did the alien Easter egg thing at the main menu for good luck, and then I set my luck back by doing this. I've wasted all the day until like probably about what 2:30 or 3 is when I'm gonna get back. I earned it. I earned passing out in the mines when it happens, because it's gonna happen. Because this is an omen for what comes. So, I guess something else I should bring up is I've been trying to consistently stream Monday through Friday at the same time, and something has kind of come up in my schedule that I unfortunately cannot help. But I'm going to have to I'm going to have to not stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays at this time, 30s. You know, the famous day of the week, 30. I won't be able to stream Tuesday nights and Thursday nights. So I'm planning on keeping Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I'm kind of iffy on what I'm gonna do for the rest of that. I want to try to see if I can stream Saturday nights to kind of somewhat make up for that loss of days, but I'm gonna see, because I don't want to overexhaust myself. Really, that's a rule that anyone listening and anyone not listening, for that matter, should kind of live by. Don't overstress yourself. So I want to still do the streams. I want to do as many as I can, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I don't want to do it if I'm less inspired and tired and all that kind of stuff. So I feel like that's going to kind of come across on the quality, as if there is any quality in any of these fucking streams, but I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to get the quality, but it's been a while since I mentioned the lack thereof, and I should have kept the streak. But nevertheless, I will definitely at bare minimum do Monday, Wednesday, Friday streams still. And it's going to be a little tricky because I do have the Phoenix Wright thing in my first playthrough there, and I would like to do that twice a week, but I also want to not have every single stream be Phoenix Wright, as much as I love the game and have really been enjoying it so far. I got my first geode. So yeah, I'm going to, if I do only Monday, Wednesday, Friday, this is only going to be for January, by the way, as far as I know. So, but yeah, when I do that, I'm, since it's for sure going to be 3 days, if it's only going to be those 3 days, I'm planning on only having one of those 3 days be Phoenix Wright. So probably Monday, I would guess. But I will let you know for sure next week. And Wednesday's still going to be whatever Wednesdays, just because I feel like that's kind of, my day to get wacky and just kind of do whatever I'm feeling or whatever I want to show off, or just, whatever, as is half of the title of whatever Wednesday. So yeah, I'm going to do that. Friday's gonna, it's still kind of up in the air what I do with that, but if I do 4 days a week, then if I plan on doing the Saturday thing after all, then I think Mondays and Fridays will be my Phoenix Wright playthroughs, and then Saturday's gonna be whatever else that I want to do here, probably my Stardew streams. Until I'm not even sure how long this challenge is going to go, actually. I would at least like to finish the community center, and also the spoiler alert, I guess. So cover your ears and hum really loud if you don't know about what comes after the community center. But I would like to also finish the secret bundle that's in the Joja Mart. I keep calling it Jojo. I'm sorry, I'm a Jojo fan. Uh, and I also want to. I think my victory place in progression will be getting to Ginger Island, the extra little summery island that you can get to that was added later. So that's going to be my victory point. I may go past that. I'm not exactly sure yet, but I'll consider myself with an extra W under my belt if I get to that point with this ridiculous challenge. And yeah, I'm even going to count going inside of Lily's place and doing all of that as inside as well. So as well as Jojamart. So for both of those, I'm still keeping the rules. All self-imposed, so it's all my fault if I'm upset about those rules later. So future Wield, if you have any problems, take it up with past Wield. Beat your past self up. This is not going very well in way of energy because I don't have much extra energy yet. But it's all part of a process. I'm still very, very early in game, which is all the more disappointing that I've already burned my day that I can go inside as much as I want. I'm just going to, you can get bug meat steaks, as delicious as that sounds, once you get it's either mining or exploration, I don't remember which one. Alright, that's a 5, I think that's good for today. So I need to get, oh, wow. I guess time flies when you only get to the mines at like 3. Never mind, I was planning on trying to get some energy back and then go fishing or something, but that's the way the cookie rolls. Alright, I need to shut this exclamation mark up in my quests here. I think level 40 in the mines is about like probably my goal for this stream. Maybe a bit past that. I think I could probably realistically get that in like what the next oh, I guess that depends on my energy and food. But I have this cave carrot, so that'll help. I'm gonna have to hoard all of this museum stuff like crazy because yeah, I can only donate it once a month. Real fun stuff. I don't want to sell it quite yet, even though, as I said, I want to do as much of the completion of the collection tab in my menus as I can. But we'll see how that goes too, because that is not my objective for this. My objective for this whole challenge thing is just the whole getting to the extra quote pseudo DLC island. And that'll be it, so. But I still like doing the collections tab. I don't know why, it's just kind of a little semi-obsession of mine, I guess. I do it every single time I start a new game, which I've started many new games in this. I do kind of wish I got that arcade machine, though. The first time I tried to do the Journey of the Prairie King. But, as I said, only one attempt every time I can go into the saloon, so. I blew it. I lost. I just realized I did not have the audio for this game on the whole entire time I've been playing so far. I'm sorry. There we go. My be there. I was one-track mind, and that one track is not geared quite yet towards everything running properly. It's just me doing stuff and kind of winging it. For a plant, I'm great at winging it. I should have been a bird. Oh my god, and I just realized all of my tools are just gonna be really, really, No! Oh no, I just realized, I'm sorry, I should finish my first thought before I go on to the next one, but it's kind of linked. What I was going to say is I could only do like one upgrade a month because I can only go into Clint's once a month. But then I remembered it takes him a couple of days to actually upgrade it, so I can only basically do like half of an upgrade a month. So one full upgrade is going to be 2 months. Oh, that's gonna suck. Suck a bunch of big old floppy schlong. Oh, why did I even... I should have... If I was generous to myself, I would have at least done twice a month indoors, but... I said what I said. I'm dedicated. I'm sticking with it. But if you want to do this challenge yourself or something similar, definitely at least be more generous and give yourself 2 days a month. This was a mistake. This is real bad. No one wants this. And yeah, I'm sorry, this isn't exactly in hindsight, the world's best idea for like an entertainment stream or playthrough or whatever. But I was more doing this for my own fun and challenge and kind of wanted to do something different because I've seen a bunch of, self-imposed Stardew challenges online and stuff, but I haven't seen this one. Not to say other people haven't come up with it and they probably have a better name than just the, I don't even have a name for it. I just call it the indoors once a month challenge, which isn't very original or anything. But yeah, I'm very sorry that this isn't exactly the most riveting to watch, I'm sure, especially considering the fact that I'm kind of like, well, what the hell do I do for the rest of the month and all that kind of stuff, so. But, maybe I'll give you some ideas for what you might want to do for self-imposed challenges for fun for yourself or something. Or who knows, maybe it is fun to watch me run around in circles outside with my hypothetical green thumb jammed up my green ass, doing nothing except fishing and mining in the caves, and running out of energy at probably about noon if I keep this up. Do I want to... I can eat these for energy. Do I want to, though? Because they can be money. I will get back to these parsnips on that. Yeah, my streams mostly are still kind of practice talking, but I mean, I don't know to toot my own horn, but I feel like I'm getting a little better. I'm still kind of shitty at it, and don't quite have most of my sense of humor surface quite yet. I want to get more comfy with talking before I do that. I don't want my a sense of humor, or lack thereof, my shitty sense of humor, to leak through and seem forced this early on, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm just kind of talking to myself as I plant shit and hope it turns into great expensive crops. In the meantime, I do not know what the hell to do with any of these, again, with these things. I am not exactly sure what I'm going to do with these copper bars yet. I can hoard a little bit at a time because it's going to be so long in between when I get them and when I can actually upgrade tools, thanks to yours truly. So I think I'm gonna plan on storing like 5 at a time for, each individual upgrade. I think that's what I'll plan on doing, and then probably selling the rest to get that cash money. That cold, hard cash that's as cold and hard as the ingots themselves. Or excuse me, bars, I'm sorry. They're bars in this game, not ingots. Oh, this is gonna be more of a challenge than I'd first anticipated when I came up with it. Also, I think I mentioned in the last stream when I was talking about the, I can't even fish because I don't have my fishing rod right now. Uh, I think I mentioned it in the last stream when I was talking about the rules and stuff for my challenge here. But what I'm doing for myself is when I get the hot springs right up here, I'm also counting that as indoors too. So I am not allowing myself to do that outside of the one day that I can go inside. And Linus's tent also counts even though there's basically nothing to do there. So just a little recap, I guess. Oh, let's continue. I don't know if that's a good idea actually, because I don't know if I can get to floor 10, but we'll see. We'll see. I do have the parsnips just in case, and I have the cave carrot, and maybe some more stuff along the way. Maybe we'll make some little flora friends along the way. My estranged children. Oh yes, and also, I think I've mentioned this as well before, but I just wanted to reiterate. January is the very, very determined time for me to have a model. I want to have a VTuber model up and running by the end of January. Preferably earlier than the end, but the end is like the, the deadline for my own personal, set deadlines. So hopefully that's going to be like mid-January, something like that, but, I gotta look at who's running commissions, how much they cost, all that kind of stuff, because I want a quality model, I want my boy to look good. If I didn't care about how he looked, I'd probably try to make one myself, but I want my first one to look good, so that's why I want to commission as opposed to doing it myself for the first time, because that's going to feel kind of rushed, and I myself am not the world's best artist, as you could probably see by my little placeholder model in the corner and my intro screen and all that kind of stuff. Those are all me, so I'm very garbage at shading more than anything. But yeah, with my little placeholder model in the corner there, I don't even have shading. Shading in the digital art realm is very, very new to me. And honestly, digital art in general is kind of new to me, so yeah, I'm gonna commission for my first wheeled model, and that should be mid or late January, preferably middle of January. Mid-January would make sense for a mid-streamer like me, so I almost missed that. Why did I leave the cave? I could have eaten. These are very valuable assets. I was going to say accommodations, and that is not right at all. I really need to get a better sword before anything else. But yes, this is going to be the indoors for me. I did not mean to do that. I meant to go to floor 5. And the whole entire time I'm playing, I'm kind of trying to calculate in my head what I am going to do for the, I should have eaten before doing anything else. I'm trying to kind of calculate in my head when I'm going to do the one day in the summer that I'm allowed to go inside. Again, terrible idea for a challenge. I don't know why I decided to do this, but yeah, I think I may have some ideas. I want to make sure I have enough to get the backpack for sure. That's, I think, numero uno on the priorities list. And I'm gonna miss swinging my sword at a bug about 4 times, even though it goes in a linear pattern. Definitely plan on doing that in the summer. I want to probably, I think, build something on my farm, because that's going to be brutal if I don't have anything until autumn. And yeah, if I miss autumn, that's going to be all of winter without anything, because yeah. Well, not really, because I could go inside hypothetically then and get something from Robin, but they're not gonna do much because they won't be able to go outside and be happy. So happy animals are They make a happy farm. Me like animals. Animals cute. Animals cute, animals happy, animals beneficial. So you want them to be happy, like the tried and true meme of the lead singer being happy in a band. If the lead singer isn't happy, no one else is happy. And that's the same case with the farm animals. So let's see, other than that, half of an upgrade for one of my tools. Probably the pickaxe first, because that's always high priority. And yeah, I won't be able to pick that up until autumn because yeah, gonna take multiple days, as I said earlier, to upgrade that. So that'll be fun. And I just realized, while saying that, I would have to go the entire season without whatever tool I upgrade. Oh my god, no. Why did I choose this challenge of any challenge I could have done? This only gets worse every single 5 minutes I think of this challenge. Oh man, that is crucially bad. Well then, okay. See, as I said, if you want to do this challenge yourself, definitely at least allow yourself twice a month instead of once a month for going inside. But I'm dedicated and stubborn, so I am not going to hit them with a stone. I'm stupid. Yeah, this sucks a lot. I'm going to have to rely very, very heavily on the, what are they called? The rare seeds. In autumn, growing those. That's going to be a really, really big hitter for my wallet. Like a good hitter, not a bad hitter. I usually do this clockwise because, I don't know, pseudo OCD. I don't want to paint myself as having actual OCD, but I have some tendencies of that. Maybe. I've never been properly diagnosed, but I don't think I have it. Whatever the case, I always do a clockwise thing. It's just a me thing, I guess. So it felt weird going counterclockwise for a sec there. I'm only focusing on progress right now. I don't want to worry with nodes, the little nodes of ores. Please do not touch my slime. It would be much appreciated. Oh, I don't want to blow this, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Gonna be cutting close. I think one of those is one of the. I think this one right here is one of the crabs, because it's a little off the grid, as you can see. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. This is boots. Okay. I'll die a little slower, so that's good. Slap these puppies on right now. They kind of match my jacket. Not planned, but welcome, nevertheless. I don't know why I do this with controls. I guess that's also another funny little silly quirk of Wield is I like using a controller for the rest of the game, even though I don't know if you can animation cancel on a controller, but I know kind of minimal about that anyway, and I don't know, maybe I'll check out doing that at some point, but nevertheless I like doing normal controls on controller, and then in menus and stuff I like using the mouse. I'm not sure why, but that's just how I am. How I be and how I do. And if you're having a good time with the game, then it doesn't matter what your controls are, you know? I guess unless you're streaming for people, then I guess sometimes it does actually matter. But I'm a novice. I can just be like, I'm not really a streamer. I can get away with that for now because it's only the third week. The end of the third week of my streaming, so I guess next month I could call myself a big boy streamer because I've been at it for almost a month. 4 weeks in, I think I could almost officially use that title for myself. Not a good streamer, but a streamer nevertheless. I do feel like I should sell at least these. Wait, what do they sell for, actually? Let me check that out in collections. That's another reason why filling out collections is kind of handy. You can get a quick reference as to the cost of things. Dandelions are more than parsnips? Wow. And wow, okay. I guess I should be foraging. Usually that's what I focus on in my single player games, so that rakes in more money than I thought, even like a early game. Wow, an 80 for that. Wow. Okay. I'm learning about stuff that I probably should have known because I've played this a million times. For a million hours. It's probably realistically been more like thousands, but hyperboles are fun. I like hyperboles. I've been gaming for trillions of hours on this. Quadrillions, even. So I'll keep this for energy. I haven't sold one of these, I don't think. Let me check. But I didn't see that there. Nope. Okay. Yeah. We'll sell this. I'll be good. And, this might be a fishing day for me. Which, sorry, yeah, probably the most boring of the money makers here, but, yeah. It seems pretty profitable. Profitable. Mahogany. Let's store that. I'll keep these for energy. I'm gonna do, I'm planning on a little bit of fishing and then a little bit of foraging for this in-game day, so that'll be my plan, and I'll stick to it until, my short attention span draws me to something else. I was definitely not the person to be doing a challenge like this, so good thing I'm the one that picked it. I made it for myself. Actually, yeah, I should probably, speaking of lack of critical thinking skills here, skill issue, I'm gonna store these in, this before I go fill myself to the brim with fish. These were, I think these were worth a bit too. I'm just gonna sell all of my foraging stuff though. I think I had one of each in here. Let me double check that, but I need to make sure I have one of each for when I am allowed into the community center come next month. So, okay, this. I'm still missing. Oh, I am missing the leek. Oh, and I think I shoved something else in after that, so yeah. Speaking of skill issue. Okay. So next leak I get definitely goes there. Then after that, I'll probably give one to George, because George is a good guy. Kind of an asshole, but he's a good guy. Assholes are my favorite types of people. Like in the real world. They're like the best friends you could have, because, you know, if you piss them off or something's wrong, they'll let you know right away. And also, even more importantly, if they choose you as their friend and they're assholes to everyone else, that's when you know they're your friend, because, yeah. They'll not be shy about people they don't want to be friends with. Probably a very weird and uncommon rough take, but yeah, you know, people that are like that, they're kind of like, you feel like you cracked a shell, so to speak, with them, I guess, you know? And they're usually good people. It's just they kind of have a, at least for those that I have known, they kind of generally seem to be like generally less trusting of people. And if they trust you enough to be your friend, then there you go. That means you're a very, very good person to some degree. You gotta be, right? Because then they wouldn't be friends with you and trust you enough to be friends with you. So yeah, go out and make friends with an asshole. That's the moral of this wheeled stream, I guess. If you take anything away from this stream. Okay, let's pick up some of these. Definitely. I can't wait to get that one foraging perk that just allocates everything into the same stack instead of I would imagine. No, those are actually in the same stack too. Okay. I really hate stuff being a different quantity or qualities. I'm sorry, not quantities, and taking up multiple spots in your inventory. So that's a very, very good perk to have later down the line. Always what I go for. Not much here in the way of spring onions. Not that they sell for much, but they're always a nice little chunk of change. I'm not exactly sure where you guys watching ever associate Stardew being, but I think it's kind of left purposely vague by Concerned Ape, but I've always kind of imagined it being like somewhere in like, for some reason I always picture Europe. I don't know why, somewhere in Europe. I'm not even from Europe, but that's just kind of where my mind goes, I guess, by default. It's strange. Which is, I guess, extra weird considering the fact that now I think about it, I don't even picture any of the NPCs with accents that would be outside of, like, America and or Canada. So, I don't know why I associate that mentally, but yeah, it's weird. But I love games like that where it's just kind of like the, well, I mean, twofold kind of. First of all, I like places that kind of, or games that make their own places, you know? That way they don't have to adhere to how places look in real life, you know? There's that, and I also like places that are kind of ambiguous. That's the word I was looking for. Ambiguous. I like places that are kind of just, either you can use your imagination and come up with where you think they are in the real world, or you can kind of I did not put a leak in here, did I? I hope not. I was talking and I can only talk or think. I cannot do both. I like I did it again. I like games that allow you to kind of, if you want to, you can imagine that they're kind of closer to home. Like in your own country or whatever, you know? I always feel like they're kind of cool and more immersive because you can kind of relate to the location more if you can picture in your own head where that is. So I think that's really cool. Games like that, and what's another good popular example? Another game that I like. I mean, I guess Skyrim kind of to some degree. I mean, they kind of established their whole continent and lore and stuff, but at the same time, it's like they make their own thing, and you can kind of to some degree be able to relate to it because of that, if that makes any sense. But whatever. I'm sorry. I'm rambling at this point. That's the fun thing about streaming, though. My stream, so I can talk about just a bunch of silly, stupid stuff. So that's always fun. Actually, wait. I think that might be for a bundle for the community center later. I can't remember. Nevertheless, I can use that for a healing potion either way. So I don't want to sell that quite yet unless I have a second one. There. I think that's a little more comfy. I did the inverse. I said I was going to fish and then forage. I'm doing it the other way around. That's my life now. I meant to put the rest of the stuff in the selling bin. And I'll go ahead and start this little copper ingot. I'm sorry, bar. I mean bar. Bars. I'm a rapper now. And I also forgot my fishing rod. Excellent. calculated. I'm gonna exchange my pickaxe and sword? Yeah. Because I don't think I'm gonna go mining and fishing in the same day. That'd be a little silly. For some stupid reason, a scythe is a comfort item, so I want it with me. You never know when you gotta reap some souls or something. Sometimes you just gotta do that on the fly, you know? I hope that's not just me in real life. And then, what else could I have stored? Axe, potentially, but again, comfort item. Sometimes I just feel like deforestation, being the plant person I am, I can't stand other flora. Ha ha ha. No, yeah, actually, real talk in real life, not even like in character or anything. I actually am legit one of those people that like feels bad for the death of like plant life too. So yeah, I don't like stuff like that in real life, but in the game, anything goes. Mass genocide of trees. So down with them. I don't see any little bubbly hot spots, so I'll just fish here for the time being. Actually, I'll scan the rest of the beach after I catch a fish. Or a rock or some trash, something. Seaweed. Yeah, that works too. My aquatic brethren. My other fellow flora. I don't think there's going to be any over here, though. I didn't see any on the left side, so I think it's more common on the left side than the right side. Yeah, no. I'll fish over here, though. I went all this way, might as well. In scenic other part of the beach. It was quite the road trip. As last time, I'm sorry if I am silent-ish as I try to catch the fish. Trying to keep them in the bar is a little difficult for my lack of mental capacity as a silly pea brain plant man. So it's hard to talk and catch those at the same time sometimes, especially the more difficult ones. So if I do that, I do apologize, but I'll try to talk while I do that. It's a mental exercise. Mental exercise of the mental and of the vocal. So vocal exercise too. I'm exercising everything above the collarbone. Well, and the lungs, I guess, so. I don't know, I debunked myself. Oh, that's an easy one. This one's gonna be a sardine, right? Ah! I like oh, I didn't mean to cast that shallow. Whoops. I like trying to call what fish it is before I actually catch it. It's a little game I play with myself even when I'm just doing single player. Okay, come on. I'd like a fish. I'd like fish, please, thank you. This one's a sardine, right? Oh, another herring. The herring keeps duping me. I think the only legendary fish here is over by where the rock is on the left side. I hope. I'm trying to recall where those are and try to avoid those for the time being. I know there's let me look at the map so I make sure I get the right areas. There's this. Oh, I forgot it. Sorry, I wanted to click it for the sound and I forgot it takes me out of the map. So there's the Lonely Rock, or the Lonely Stone, I'm sorry. There's this lake, a specific spot over the log. There's the sewers, and Where is the fourth? It's at the tip of my tongue. Um, I want to say the Secret Woods. I've never caught all of the legendary fish, but it's either the Secret Woods, the desert, or something else. There was a third thing that I had in mind that I think it might be. I don't remember for sure. The lake in the forest, like the not secret forest. Uh, so I think it's one of those three, and I don't remember for sure, but I'm pretty sure it's the Secret Woods. I don't know though. I'm gonna try to prevent fishing in those specific spots I have in mind for the time being. I want to get my fishing skills all the way up to 10 before even trying to attempt those. Probably eat a good little fisherman's meal. Turn myself into some seaweed, being the plant boy I am, so. Yeah, I think I'll fish a little bit more. I got time. Got time in the in-game day. I don't think I want to do a full cast because I'll be closer to the other shore. That's not exactly what I want right now. Cool, steak. Great. Alright, come on now. We can do it. Oh yeah, I've got a dad joke while I wait, relevant to fish, which I've known this joke for years, but it was only I'm only reminded of it earlier this morning because I was listening to the radio, and the morning talk show that I listen to is they brought up the joke. It's like the stupidest joke ever, so be prepared to be disappointed. But what do you call a fish without any eyes? A fish. It's stupid. It made me laugh even though I was like mostly asleep still. And even though I know the joke and have heard it more than once. It's a great joke though. Dad jokes are the best jokes. There's those and puns, and I usually don't tell either one of those very much, but I always appreciate them. Ugh. I'm starting to feel like one of those ghouls from Fallout. I gotta take a drink of water real quick. Of course, right when I gotta catch a fish first, I guess. Concerned Ape has spoken. Our Lord and Savior, Concerned Ape. Okay, smallmouth bass. Here, I'm gonna take a drink before I do my next cast so that doesn't happen again. Water's the good stuff. Water's the best stuff. If you have plants, water your plants. Since I'm a very smart plant with a pea brain, I can at least water myself. So that's good. Surprising I can. I know, but I can. I have the capacity. I've got the mental capacity. That's all that's stored in that one little singular brain in my cranium. There's that, my name, and fine dining. Yeah, I think that's it for this in-game day. I don't want to cut it too close. And I know with this challenge I could technically be one of those people that like does the when they're trying to speedrun and stuff, they like just waking up and going to bed and passing time, all that kind of stuff. I could do that for this challenge, but definitely don't want to. That's the very cheap way out. The fun in this challenge is the pain and agony that you have not going into buildings until the next month. So, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to live it all out. And I know I can, as I said last time I streamed this challenge, I could be saving up all this trash, but I honestly don't want to have to designate the slots in a chest or something, and it's a while before I get the recycling machine. So, and even so, I still, when you get it, I hardly feel like most of it is worth it except the refined quartz. That shit's delicious though. Refined quartz, chef's kiss. Of course, rerun. Here, wait. What I said earlier, I will bet you, what could I bet here? I will bet you wasting 10 hits with my pickaxe on absolutely nothing that this is going to be stir fry. So if it's not stir fry, I will burn like that much of my energy. Yeah, see? Easy money. She just fucking loves her stir fry. The joke I have with whoop, I gotta wait for this. Wait, no, I don't. I don't have to read this. I established myself earlier. If this is your first Stardew stream or any gameplay that you're watching of this game and don't know the dialogue already, definitely watch someone else because yeah, there's many better people, or you could just be even playing it on your own accord because it's a great game. One of the absolute best, one of my favorite games of all time. So definitely make sure that you play this if you have not. But yeah, I don't think I need to read most of this stuff because I feel like if you've at least seen stuff like this twice, if say you've played it and then you watch one other person play it, you probably already know the dialogue. And yeah, continuing what I was saying, if I'm your very first person watching Stardew, please watch someone better because there's so many other better streamers and content creators. I am one of the worst, not only just because I'm so new, but also because yeah, I'm not very colorful with commentary right now. I'm not great at playing games with skill and stuff. I'm not gonna min-max any of my farm stuff, so yeah, definitely don't be taking any advice from me, that's for sure. What do I name this cute little cat? Here, let me think on it and drink on it. It's just water. It's not anything more potent. Cat names. I could use the one that I always use, but I don't know that I want to. I want to kind of come up with something a little different. Oh, damn it. I could have named it after the cat in Stray if I've ever played Stray. I have Stray, I just haven't played it yet. I want to, but I am not sure if I want to do it on stream yet or not, because I feel like it's a little past its prime for people wanting to watch it, And I don't want to be the person to, I mean, I say as I'm playing Stardew now, but I don't want to be the person that tries to, like, milk trends too late or anything. I'm legitimately, sincerely playing Stardew right now just because it's one of my favorite games, and I wanted to incorporate it somehow early in my streaming life, something that I'm comfortable with. So nevertheless, there's your bonus rant for this stream. What do I call this cute little bastard? Oh, I should have gotten a dog. Not because I like cats better generally, just personal preference. I love both. But if I had a dog, I could have named it after Korone, one of my favorite VTubers, and that would have been symbolic and perfect, but I'm dumb and didn't think about it, so I think I'll name this cat after her bestie. There. Which will make a little to no sense if you're not very familiar with the HoloLive VTubers from YouTube. They're great though. I definitely recommend checking out those two for sure. They're great with the Japanese ones. With the English ones, Gura is fire and my absolute favorite of all of HoloLive. Calliope, of course. She's great too. She's honestly kind of more of an inspiration though for me because like Juniper, if you're familiar with her at all, she's also mentioned this for her, and I kind of come from the same, the same tree because I'm a plant boy. But I think Calliope was one of the first, maybe the first VTuber I knew of that kind of like was more chill. Like she didn't play a character or anything, you know. And that's what I want to do. I don't want to be kind of a tacky, cheesy like oh, I'm falsely enthusiastic all the time and just super energetic and loud. Which, no offense to people who do that, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to do that. I feel like that if I tried to do that, it would come off as more fakey. I don't want to be like that. I just want to kind of be chill, have a good time, be the, as I've mentioned before, want to be kind of the streamer where if you want to pay attention, you can pay attention. But if you want it running in the background, it's not like distracting. So you're not gonna like have me say running in the middle of the night trying to sleep to me, and I suddenly belt out a fucking like 200 decibel shriek in the middle of the night, waking you up in a cold sweat. Because that drives me insane for people that I watch. So I don't want to do that. But yeah, being kind of the more chill, like closer to myself, but still kind of playing a character type of thing, that's what I go for. So Calliope's been a very big inspiration for that, as Juniper has as well. She was actually the very first VTuber in general I knew of. Because I was mistaken as her. Funny story there. But yeah, I've been mistaken as her, and personality-wise and stuff like that. She's great. Definitely check her out if you haven't. She's Juniper Actius. She's my favorite VTuber as well, which I may be biased because she's the very first one I've seen. But her and Nio are both kind of the Twitch faves of mine. They're just, you know, they're fun to watch and be around in general. It's almost kind of like hanging out with friends, and that's kind of that atmosphere I love and want to go for. Anyway, huge tangent. I'm only supposed to give you like one tangent per stream, but I've given you a couple. I'm sorry. I forgot I have a cat already. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, cat. I love cats so much. They're one of my favorite animals. I guess tied to the subject of Juniper. Moths are my favorite animals, but cats are top 3 for sure. I condone you and implore you, if you have not before, please like Google pictures of moths. Everyone calls them like ugly butterflies, but that could not be further from the truth. They're so like, they're fucking adorable. They're tiny. They're harmless to humans. They're so varied, very varied. Like more so than you would ever guess if you aren't familiar with them. So yeah, my favorite breeds are rosy maple moth. That's my absolute favorite. Hands down, no competition. Of course, Luna moths, they're a very popular pick, but they're very popular for a reason. If you want proof that moths can be fluffy, definitely check out flannel moths. Oh, they're so cute. Oval, fluffy moths are my favorites. I really love the garden tiger moths. Yeah, just check out moths in general. Just check out some pictures of them. I love them so much. And I hope just being able to do stuff like that is able to change some minds too, not just mine. But yeah, I love moths. I love cats. What are some other favorite animals of mine? Owls. I mean, all birds, mind you, but owls are like my favorite. Particularly, out of all owls, the barn owls they're just so unique and different, you know? They've got such cute but also like kind of creepy faces. I love them. That's out, so I'm gonna move my fishing spot here. Let's see what other animals. Foxes, of course. I feel like that's kind of a cliche pick as well, but I mean, come on, foxes are adorable. Everyone loves them, I hope. I was actually kind of considering my original VTuber model that I wanted to go for, like the character design, which I don't have the actual model yet, but the design, that's not what I meant to do. Whoops. I was thinking of going like a couple of like routes. One was going to be a like slime boy, like kind of a, in the vein of how Wield is now in his character design, where it's kind of like a femboy, I guess. No better way to put it, really. And then I was thinking of that, and no matter what species he would have been the same. He would have been a femboy. I'm sorry, I love them too much, and I'm better at drawing feminine figures than I am anything else, really. But I was thinking, yeah, slime boy, or I was thinking a moth of my own, like a moth character kind of akin to Juniper. And I promise that thought was not because of Juniper. It was just because I love moths so much. And I had a good design. It was a good design, don't get me wrong. But I kind of wanted something that was a little more original. And I've seen other characters and stuff that have like plant aesthetics and themes and stuff. Haruka comes to mind. Haruka Karibu, if you know her. But I wanted something that was like, a twist on something that I like, and I really like plant life, I don't see any actual like plant character VTubers, or I haven't yet. So if they do exist, they're less common, so I wanted to go with that. In case you were curious of the origins of me thinking of Wield. So yeah, I just kind of wanted something that was a little different than other more popular VTuber models that I have seen. I didn't want to seem like an imposter, especially again with how much I do like Juniper, and there's another one. I'm sorry, I am blanking on the name right now. There's another kind of common moth VTuber model though too that I cannot think of the name because me no smart. But I didn't want to seem like an imposter or a mogus. I didn't want to seem like I was trying to ride on that fame or anything like that. But yeah, that's why I decided to go with a plant boy. And I like the design. I'm not very happy with my art output and or how I design characters, or not design, but how I draw them. But the design itself I actually like, so well, I hope you like his design too. If not, then not mad at you at all. That's the beautiful thing about art is it's self-expressive, and some people see a bunch of value in it, other people not so much, and that's okay. I try to find value in pretty much all art I've ever seen. I love art to most degrees. There's some stuff that's like, no offense if you like it, but the stuff that's kind of like just a bunch of random splotches of paint on canvases and stuff. Or just, like someone's trying to sell stuff that's like, it's on display and it's like, one line of a color on a white background. Stuff like that I don't quite get fully, but, if you get enjoyment out of it, more power to you. Absolutely. I wish I did appreciate it more, but, other than that, like, with actual, paintings and stuff, some of the classic artists that I really love is, I know I'm a big, Dolly fan. He's such a fucking weirdo. And he's so great for it. I mean, honestly, most stuff really, but him and I'd say Da Vinci's probably those are my two favorites for classic artists. And as for modern artists, people that like do like digital characters, fan art, that kind of stuff, like those the more modernized type of stuff. I honestly wish I knew more artists, but I don't. I couldn't even give you any favorites really because I know so little about modernized kind of artist-ish people. I don't know. That's kind of unfortunately out of my realm right now, but definitely anytime anyone wants to give me any recommendations for more current and recent type of modern artists in that vein, definitely I'm always looking to see more new artists that I am unfamiliar with. That's one of my favorite things in life is seeing new art and hearing new art too, for sure. Music. I've mentioned that before in a stream as well. I know that one for sure because music is one of my great passions and it's probably my favorite form of art. I love music so much, so any genre, even if most people regard it as bad, I love at least checking it out and seeing what it's all about. I follow so many music artists on Spotify and listen to all sorts of stuff. And I know that's a cliche to say you love all types of music, as I've said before, but I legitimately do. I love progressive metal, punk, country, which that I got that on a lot of people. A lot of people don't like country, but I do. That's when you can tell I'm a real G, I guess. I like rap. I really, really love stuff that's kind of like weird type of hip hop. Like the only examples I really have off the top of my head are Scarlord and Ghosty Mane. I love that type of stuff to death with the whole rap hip hop type of scene. Absolutely love that to death. Yeah, all sorts of music. So I definitely recommend checking out any music you're not familiar with if you do want to get into more types of music. Because that's always a good, nice rabbit hole that's just really fascinating to dive into a lot of the time. And, if you have a hobby that's like, drawing, writing, reading, stuff like that, where you can have music running in the background, kind of akin to stuff you could potentially have me running in the background as well with. I definitely recommend listening to some wild and wacky stuff that you'd never listened to before, Kind of, it's fun to be able to step out of your boundaries and be able to maybe find something that's unexpected. I've done that a lot in the past, and that's kind of what's mostly gotten me into checking out a bunch of weird stuff in music. It's really fun to be able to dive into that, though, and I definitely recommend it, for sure. I'm gonna take another swig of water here before my throat becomes the Sahara like it feels like it's forming into. It's a vortex of dryness right now. I'm sorry if I seem a little grainy with my voice. But long week, long day, long week, long month, and as of late, really long life, but we make the most of it what we can, and I'm enjoying streaming, really, so if I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't even be doing it. I hope that kind of shows to some degree in the streams that I'm doing, because I'm having a good time doing it. It's been a learning experience. I'm still learning it. I'm saying that as if I'm living my glory days now and have adapted into being a good streamer, but I'm just shooting the shit, having a good time. Hopefully it's some people's speed. Hopefully if you're watching, you stick around. Maybe tell some friends that might be interested. Not that I'm anticipating that being much, because I'm not exactly as said, great or interesting or anything, but, you know, having a good time. Uh, Having some chill vibes, which I always love. I'm, I don't know about you, but I've always, my whole entire life, as much as I love playing video games, I love watching people play them too. And they don't even have to be good. They don't have to be good, they don't have to, you know, be super, you know, wild, wacky, bombastic. But, you know, I love watching other people have a good time playing as well, you know? So, that's, I guess, more the, what I'm going for flavor-wise, I guess. As I said, I do hope to incorporate more me-ish vibe, I guess, if that makes sense. I want to kind of include my sense of humor with stuff, but I'm trying to, I still don't have my pickaxe. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm gonna go do that before anything else. I, like, lost my train of thought? Great. What was I saying? Yeah, I just kind of want to have, like, a, kind of the vibe of, like, hanging out with a friend while they play games and you're just kind of hanging out, kind of, you know, you want to have a couple drinks, or, you know, just hang out, talk, all that kind of stuff. I love environments like that, so, you know, that's kind of mostly what I'm going for, if you're curious about the vibe I do want to go for. So, that being said, if you are watching this, I'm sorry, what is wrong with you? You could be watching anyone else better, but B, I do sincerely, bottom of my heart, very much appreciate you checking me out, and I'm planning on, you know, aside from the schedule shift that I'm going to have upcoming that I mentioned earlier in the stream, I'm planning on trying to have as much consistency as I can, and stream at the same time, as much as I can. The schedule shift is going to be just January, I'm hoping, but I will definitely say something if it's a different plan. So, unfortunately, it's just, you know, I gotta wake up at, like, you know, as early as, like, 8 or 8:30 some days, and I don't want to be streaming on Tuesday or Thursday nights if, you know, on Wednesday or Friday I gotta wake up that early in the morning, so I gotta make sure I actually live. But yeah, I'm planning on sticking around, and if it's a million people, if it's one person, I'll still be streaming. If I am not enjoying it, that's gonna be kind of dodgy, because, you know, I don't want to be forcing myself to stream all the time, and, you know, that coming across in streams, I just kind of seem over it, you know. I've seen some streamers be like that, and that's not even fun to watch, and definitely not fun for them. So if I ever get to that point, I wouldn't do it, but I don't see myself getting to that point, really. I wanted to stream forever ago. I wanted to make YouTube content forever ago, which, by the way, yeah, I've mentioned it before as well, but I want to get into making YouTube videos, but I gotta find an identity for that and stuff. But that's beside the point. The point is, you know, I've been wanting to do this forever, finally doing it, and as much of a shit show as it is, me not having a model yet, and still having hiccups like stream lags, and sometimes I don't see chat and whatever, stuff like that, my mic crapping out on me, which has happened, game's not working properly, all that kind of stuff. I'm still trying to get over that hump, but regardless, even that, I'm still having a good time doing this. I'll be improving over time still. And, yeah, I'll see where it goes. I don't imagine myself stopping anytime soon, though, even though catastrophes do happen. I think what's important is having a good time doing all of that, and, that is what I'm doing right now. I'm having a good time doing it. So, I forgot my pickaxe again. I'm gonna put up my fishing rod here and do that. There we go. I said I was gonna try to get to 440 for this stream, and even though I usually call it about, like, 2 hours into the stream, I'm I'll go a little bit longer. It's a Friday, what the hell, you know? Uh Here, I'll pick up these leeks for sure. These are probably gonna be my energy source. The energy source. 5-hour energy. Do the do or whatever. They have a they have some type of a motto, don't they? I'm not familiar with it. Nevertheless, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how progressing in the mines goes. And we have these 2 leaks and low energy already, so hopefully 415 at least this day. Yeah, okay, these floors I like and hate. Oh, okay, hate now. I'm out. Not doing that. I forgot my sword. Oh no. I'm going for it. We're chugging along. As I said before, I usually, if I pass out in the mines, get knocked out, I do the cheap thing and reset my save. I'm not doing that here. If I die, I'm gonna take the L. I'll be short of gold and inventory items and whatever they decide to throw at me, but we're trucking along with it. I'll deserve it. That's not gonna be fun or fair if I do that. I only do that for my single player saves, so you're starting to feel exhausted. The hell out of here. Oh. I'll drink water while I eat these leeks in the game. Very, very dry throat today, I'm sorry. I've been kind of talking a lot outside of the stream, so... Oh, I have a scythe, here we go. It's kind of a backup weapon. It's a piece of shit as a weapon, but better than nothing. I can at least get the bugs in one shot. So that's good. That's something. I'll take anything, I'm just a lonely plant inside of a very deep mine cavern, so... I hate it when I do that. Sometimes I fat finger the trigger there and it cycles through all of my inventory stuff. I'm sorry if I do that. I've been a little better at it, but sometimes it happens accidentally. It's stupid. As long as that doesn't happen in a life or death situation here in the mines, I think I should be good. So yeah, now that it's wow. Yeah, I just realized this is going to be my last stream of the year, so, definitely have to say before anything else, I really hope that, you know, your year has been, acceptable at best, or at best, at worst, and, preferably better than that. I hope it's been a good year for you. I know, you know, of course the conditions in the world are kind of shitty as is now, but, you know, I'm certain they'll be better in 2023, and with whatever's happening in your own personal life, I hope it's been at least good for you, and you know, hopefully better than just good. I hope it's been a great, and I hope next year's even better for you, no matter how good this year was. And you know, if you know, your day or week or whatever is cruddy, I'm hoping that watching me is able to at least lift your spirits up a little, you know? Having a nice distraction, that's kind of why I like watching other people play games and stuff, you know? It's a nice distraction from stuff, so... not to delve too deep into your own life or anything, but if it's not going good, I do hope that it gets better. It will get better, definitely, but I hope that, watching whatever goofy bullshit I'm doing on screen is at least able to lift up your spirits a little in the moment, you know? And whatever it is you have going on, keep persevering. I promise it will get better if you're in a rough spot right now. It does happen to the best of us for sure, and you deserve better, and that better that you deserve will come. I promise. I promise. I think bug meat goes into the collection here. Quartz, definitely, but I gotta... Gunther's the priority here. He's lucky I love him with his mustache and his silly little blue hat that matches his suit. So, he's got dibs. This is getting awful full. I'll have to build another one soon. I meant to put the quartz in there. I just said something about the quartz. I'm used to that auto-stacking me already having one. One more spot. I'm gonna do that right now, actually. I have enough. We'll do 2. Safe side. And I'm gonna... Whoops, yeah, again. I'll store one for now and put the other one down. I don't feel like there's necessarily a point in putting both down if I'm only going to use one for the time being. This is always kind of a cluster early game, is trying to figure out what chests you need and want and where they go in your very little tiny crummy cruddy house, and that's going to be exponentially extended considering the fact that I can only go inside once every month. So I should not be expending that energy. I am about to be exhausted. That was mindless action on my part. I am silly. That's the polite way of saying I'm a dumbass. Ooh, okay. The tapper might make me some good cash. Not great cash, but good. Like a B, if I would have to rank it in a tier. No new recipes yet. I apologize, by the way. I usually, on the TV, I don't check anything usually other than the recipes. So I apologize if it's driving you insane that I don't check, like, the weather or the fortune teller or anything. I'm kind of bonkers and reckless like that. I'm unwieldy, one might say. Put the wheel in unwieldy. Oh, speaking of, I haven't even talked about this on stream. I'm sorry. Not that, you know, my second video in me playing Stardew, out of all of the other streams I've done thus far, is the first one that you'd tune into and realize this, but, or want to hear this from with news, but, I do have a Twitter. I should probably put all these on screen with my, overlay at some point. And I'm sorry that my overlay's kind of messy and minimal right now. I'm planning on that improving. But, yeah, I do have a Twitter. I don't use it very often at all. I think I've used it a grand total of once, honestly, actually, now that I think about it. But that's Unwieldy. That's the at Unwieldy. And it's like, you know, UN, wield, like my name, on here with a Y at the end. So that's how you'd spell that. And I have a Discord server as well. I haven't even mentioned that, and I've worked hard on that to try to not perfect it. It's not perfect by any means yet, but improve it over time. So yeah, I do apologize. I'll try to have those on the overlay or on screen during the intro or something to kind of put that out a bit more if anyone wants to follow me on Twitter or, you know, follow the Discord, join in for a little chat. I do have a couple of friendos there, so it's not completely empty and desolate. But, you know, if you wanted to hop in and check out at some point, check either one of them out. I am there, so I'll have those, you know, in text format at some time in the near future. That should have been something I did, like, from the get-go, but I wasn't thinking about it. So I do apologize if you wanted that extra little, you know, extra dose of wield. Again, I don't know why you'd want it, because there's so many better content creators out there, but if, you know, you wanted to see the plants grow, yeah, I'm going to try to have those up, preferably by Monday's stream. I'm sorry that I'm cluttered mentally and with all this stuff. I do plan on, I've mentioned this as well, but I don't even remember if that was on a VOD. Wow. Speaking of disorganization, I do want to stream earlier in the day as well, in addition to what I'm doing now, you know, every night, at the same time. But unfortunately, life circumstances right now, I can't. But once I can, I'm planning on being able to stream at a bit more of an accessible time for people to be able to watch live instead of just the VODs, because I know it's kind of a shitty time to only be streaming exclusively, because not many people exactly have much interest in watching streams at whenever this time would be in your time zone. So yeah, that's going to be improved over time, but unfortunately right now I know at least for the next month, probably the next 2 months or so, that's going to be kind of dodgy for me, and I do apologize for that. But rest assured, if you're looking for someone to hang out with on a stream, I'll be more readily available in the future at some point. And also something else I should mention, this is a kind of far-ish into the future, but come the end of January, the end of February, most people say February, but I'm trying to pronounce it how it is spelled. Come the end of February and the beginning of March into about middle of March, I'm going to have to take a break from streaming because, again, life stuff. Unfortunately not me, so I don't really have much say in it. But it's people I'm caring for right now, so I'm going to be out of state, so I won't be able to stream during that time. So I will be coming back full force after that, but yeah, during that time, just know I haven't dropped off the face of the earth or stopped streaming at that time for good or anything. It's just a temporary thing. I unfortunately cannot really do anything about that lack of availability. So yeah, I am sorry about that in advance, and I'll remind you closer to the time that happens. But yeah, I just wanted to give you advance warning for that while it was on my mind, because sometimes people they might not tune into all of the streams in between now and then miss me mentioning that and think, oh, he's just stopped streaming, he's never streaming again. And yeah, that's not the case, don't worry, I promise. I'll probably be hanging out in the aforementioned Discord, and I do want to post more on Twitter, so that's not going to be a dead thing either. Don't worry. It's not going to be as dead as it is right now. I just, I don't have much to post on Twitter right now, I guess, I've kind of been waiting for the dust to clear, so to speak, with Twitter right now. So, yeah, I haven't been on it much even before all of this. I promise I'll post more on it in the future, though. Definitely want to at least post when I go live and all that kind of stuff. I do that on my Discord already, by the way. So, if you're looking for an extra outlet that tells you when I am live, that'll be the place right now for sure to be informed of that. So, as I said, Monday stream, that'll be on screen in some form. So, yeah, I'm trying to structure this a little more in the future, but it's still a growing process, still a learning process. So, yeah, I'll pardon my dust. Pardon my moth dust, and I'm not even a moth. I'm just a little plant boy outside until that one day of the month when I can go inside. But until then, I'll look longingly inside your windows. I'm outside of your house right now. I'm kidding, I'm not. I'll store this and make a little more progress in the mine. I'm sorry, by the way, if my walking seems a little aimless. I do that a lot when I play subconsciously, when I think of what I want to do. So, fortunately, walking in this game does not consume energy. Otherwise, I'd be exhausted every single in-game day. I did set a goal for myself to reach floor 40 in this stream. I said it would be possible, but I don't even know that I'm going to be able to do that because I'll probably have to call it at the end of the in-game weekend at the latest. Because yeah, as much as I want to stream longer, I do still kind of have to be